take a look. Just a little sprinkle. Let it cook. Oh yeah. When you're putting a billet together, it's very tempting to pull that thing out and try and weld it when it's too soon. So when you think it's ready, go have yourself a cup of coffee and come back, and then it'll be ready. Now I can see in there that the billet is bubbling wildly and it's stinking hot. Okay. Get everything ready. Machine's on. The billet is screaming hot. And here we go on first weld. Smoking. Do it again. Close that thing up, keep your heat. Nice and hot. Let's give her another squeeze. I'm moving a little aggressively on how much I'm squeezing. I wouldn't do that if I had nickel in it. It's really easy to break it open. But this is a mix 5160, 15 and 20, and 1095, and it'll hold together pretty good. I don't have to worry about that. Another squeeze. Squeezing it in my old Claiborne press. Ron builds a heck of a machine. Go in the fire again. Now that I've had a bunch of heats on that billet, I can start giving it little pinches from the sides now. Starting to bulge out a little on the sides. What I'll do is give it a dusting of flux. Go sideways to get hot. And back over here again. Yes. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Alright. Go. Smoking hot. Give it a little pinch on the sides. Get too aggressive, you'll still shear it open. But the bar, she is welded. Here we go. Doing them again. Ooh. I can't hardly keep myself at the forge. My baby is calling. Look at this day out there. Can't make myself stay in the shop hardly anymore. I'll give it another squeeze, square it up, and then I'll go to my drawing dies. This is going to stay a low layer bar, specific order, and I like it. I like it. Big bubble on the side, that is scaled, see? Nothing worse than seeing an actual bubble in a bar when you're making Damascus. Maybe one more squaring round. Here we go. Check it, scrape it off, take a look. Nice and solid. I think the dies are starting to get warm. Alright, I'm going to switch to my drawing dies. Watch your orientation. Back in the fire. There it goes. These dies were pretty cold, so I lost a lot of heat. I may get the power hammer out, I'm not sure. But right now I'm just getting the initial billet started, and then I will think about what I want to do. Alright, it gets warm enough. Here we go. Another run through the drawing dies. I have one drawing die that kind of tilts to the left, so it wants to make a big circle, but the way you deal with that is you just flip your bar over the other way and it balances out. I don't really even worry about it. All machines have their little quirks and features. I used to make this crap by hand with a 8-pound sledgehammer. Into the fire again. There we go. Next heat, I will squeeze the width. Where is that Damascus hammer? Threw it back here somewhere. Under junk, leaf spring. That's the Damascus hammer. Yeah. It's good for doing your initial welds on Damascus and rupturing discs in your spine. That's in carpal tunnel. Yeah. All right. Gonna squeeze the width a little bit. Getting a little wide. My initial billet was 13 layers for luck. No, that just would have happened to work out too. Yeah, that's a nice looking bar. I have a few knife orders that require some low layer Damascus, and I'm going to go ahead and make up enough for a few of them. Is solid. Looks good. I think I will go to my, maybe I'll go to the power hammer. How'd that be? Yeah, let's go to the power hammer. Watch all the cords in the floor. Here we go. Power hammering commencing. Really, in a good shop, you kind of want the power hammer and the press. If you had to pick one, I would pick the press, especially for knife makers. Get my bar a little cattywampus, or at least the handle. But there's things you can do with one that you can't do with the other. Back in the fire. Now let's straighten it up. You can see I cleaned my anvil. It had only been a few years since I cleaned it the last time. It's nice to see it gleaming and bright every once in a while. Keep it tending house there a little bit. Nice solid bar. Getting too big for the forge. It's like Mama's old cube steak. The more you chew it, the bigger it gets. On this next heat, I am going to bring it to a uniform width and straighten it out, and then I'm just going to anneal it and then think about what I'm going to do with it later. All right, let's narrow it up a little. Here we go. Edgeways. I'm outside in the sun, so that doesn't look nearly as hot as it actually is. All right, let's take it inside and see how hot it still is. The sunlight is deceiving. All right, let's get it hot, and we'll go back in the drawing dies. Whew. Yeah, let's get some more of this. Oh yeah. Oh, geez. Every time I work, the place looks like this. It's disgusting. But what are you going to do? That's just the way it is when you work in a tiny shop and you need to drag out every tool you own every time you do anything. What I'll do is I'll squeeze part of this bar and then move this back brick so that I can push the bar right out the back side of my forge. Let's get to a little bit of squeezing here. Oh, never mind. Forgot to plug the press back in. Oh! Yeah, that's the way we do it in the fancy place. There we go. Now we can go. Almost all the way. Look at that. That's a big old honkin' chunk of Damascus. I'll move that brick so I can get it all the way in. So I'm going to move the brick, open her up. Now I can get the billet all the way out the back side. Get some heat on it. Close it up a little bit here. Warm it up. Little lost hair. Alright. We'll let that end of that bar heat up and then give it a squeeze. Ooh. It's not a really hot day, but just this is hot work. I'm gonna squeeze it on back to the back, put the flatters in, bring it to a nice width and a flatness, and then I will go into my perlite and anneal it, and I'll think about what I want to do with it later. Maybe pile it up, but I do have orders for stuff with, not a whole lot of layers for that really bold contrast, and yeah, I may just leave that the way it is. Doesn't look like it's burning very hot. My gas may be freezing up because I've been going for a while. Aziz, light. Thank you, Aziz. All right, here we go. Let's give the back a squeeze, straighten it up. Finally shaped like a banana. Back in the heat. And I will switch back to the flatters, straighten up the bar, and then decide what I want to do with it while I take a break. Possibly for the rest of the day, possibly on my bike. I have had enough heat. There we go. Ready to go. All right. Let's get it straightened up, flattened out, evened up. Whip it into shape. Yeah, definitely could make a nice sword out of this. The thing is, I've been doing this a long time, and it's rare to find. I have a few customers that are willing to pay what a sword would cost to make. Otherwise, you're just playing around. Let's get this end hot and we'll get it the same width. In we go. A couple more seconds and I will narrow up that back end of the billet, and then I will have a sports drink. And we're ready to go. Here we go. Yes. Yes. 1,000 times yes. Now what I'm going to do, get it nice and straight. Yeah. Let's take a look. Looks pretty good. I'm going to stick it in my perlite. I don't have enough to fill it up. It'll be fine. Just letting it anneal. And I have had enough. Done for now. Thanks for watching.